Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear students, I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well. Welcome to our online platform of NAVS Home School. Dear students, here I am Muhammad Farooq Hussain, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School. Now I am going to conduct an ICT class for the students of class 8, and our today's topic is chapter 3, lesson 15 to 17. Dear students, for your half yearly exam, these three lessons are at the end. Okay, that means from chapter 3 you have to read only these three lessons. Okay, I have summarizes the whole three lessons, and if you have an overview on the summary on board, then the textbook would be very much easier to you, and this class is very much important to you. Dear students, chapter 3, safe and ethical use of ICT. Okay, lesson 15, the idea of security. Dear students, everyone is related to everyone. Nowadays this is modern age, so we can connect with everyone, whether the two persons are living closely or living far away. We can communicate, or we can stay with one another within a click. That means we can communicate with everyone within a shortest possible of time. Okay, so everyone is related to everyone. Then firewall, in your book it's written that what is firewall. Then devious people's activities or hacker. Dear students, you know that for using any communication site by using internet, we need to give password. That means we need to give, or we need to ensure our security. But sometimes devious people's activities harms us to a great extent. That means sometimes they want to make a lot of harm to our ID. Okay, and this kind of peoples are called hacker. Password, what is password? Okay, password is used to ensure one's online security while using the network. Okay, that means while we will use network, on that time we need to have our security, and for that security we need to give password. Then CAPTCHA. In your book more about CAPTCHA is written. Okay, then verification of information taken from internet. That means if you want to know any information from internet, you need to verify that site. That means from which site you are taking that information. Okay, because a lot of bad people may hassle you or puzzle you by giving misinformations. Okay, then lesson 16, malicious software. Malicious softwares means those softwares which are harmful for us. Softwares are of two kinds: system software and application software. Okay, the main function of system software is to keep the computer hardware in a usable condition so that the application software can function properly. That means system software works for the utilization of application software. Okay, dear students, now application software. These are application softwares, that means Microsoft Office, then Google Chrome, Firefox, Pipilika, etc. Application software. Then malware is the harmful software that enters the computer and damages it. At the beginning I told you about malicious software, and malicious software or malware are the same. They are computer virus, worm, Trojan horse, Killjar. These all are malware or computer virus. Okay, then How does malware work? Basically, this term is classified in three classes: computer virus, then computer worm, then Trojan horse. Okay, and by using such name, we make you understand the computer virus in short. Okay. Then lesson 17, computer virus. Okay. Its elaborate idea will get here. That means in lesson 17, computer virus is a kind of malicious software or malware that can be multiplied and transmitted from one computer to another. And dear students, you know that virus can be terminated from one computer to another computer by its own way. That means it always searches its easiest way to reach another computer. Okay, that means by doing this, viruses spread from one computer to another computer, and if any computer is affected by the virus, on that time the virus would reduce its speed. That means the virus will reduce the computer's speed. Then the computer or the device may hang, then freezing, rebooting. Okay. So these are the activities of virus. CIS was used to become active on 26 April. Dear students, this is a virus, and it was active on every 26 April every year. Okay, but now this virus is inactive now. Okay. Dear students, the history of virus. Frederick B. Cohen named it. Okay, that means Frederick B. Cohen named it as virus, and can make its own copy. I told you that virus itself can make its own copy. ARPANET. ARPANET is another term on your book. ARPANET means nowadays we use internet and we call this service at internet, but before using the name internet, we used this name ARPANET as internet. Okay, and another term you will get Raptor on your book. It's easy. Then in 1982 actually, the informations from one computer to another computer, the system of shifting one information or file from one computer to another computer was invented in 1982, and on that time people use many hard drive for shifting this information or data or file from one computer to another computer. Okay, that means pen drive. Okay, so on this decade, the virus started spread all over the world. That means from one computer to another computer, and by doing this, it spread like web. And in 1986, the one virus named Brain, it spread throughout the world. Okay, and the famous viruses are Brain, Vienna, Jerusalem, Ping Pong, a lot of. Okay, and virus is of two kinds: vulnerable or non-resident. Dear students, this term is quite difficult to you. Vulnerable or non-resident virus. That means if any virus comes from one computer and enters into another computer's file, and by activating it, it returns to its mother computer. This is called vulnerable or non-resident. Dear students, by the term vulnerable, it's clear to you. That means what may be its activities. And another one type of virus is non-vulnerable and resident virus. That means if this virus attacks in any computer, it stays there for permanent. It doesn't come back to its mother computer. That is called non-vulnerable non-vulnerable and resilient virus. Okay, that's the way to get rid of malware. Okay, for get rid of such kind of malware or virus or malicious software, we need to use antivirus. Famous antivirus are Norton, you know, it's most famous, then Avast, then Panda, Kaspersky, and more about. You will learn all the names of these antivirus from your book. Dear students, now another question may arise to you that how computer identify its viruses. So be alert, when any computer is affected by the virus, the virus simply hide themselves to any file, and when the user open that file, on that time the viruses active, the viruses become active. And you know that the computer always works by its command. So when another file becomes active without its command, on that time we have to evaluate that, mean that computer is affected by the virus. This is all about your lesson today, and you have homework number 14. You have to make 5 MCQ. Okay, this chapter and these lessons are too much important. I hope after watching this video it will be very much easier for you, and after watching it you will go through to your textbook, and I hope it would be very much easier to you then. Okay, practice it more and more. This is the end of the class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.